Welcome to the Coffee Snobs Podcast, where we just really love good coffee.
Grab your cup of coffee and join us each episode as we explore any and everything coffee related.
From pour-overs to lattes to the coffee experience, we explore it all. Because, well, life's too short to drink bad coffee. Let's go.
Hello and welcome to this episode of the Coffee Snobs. My name's Tyler. I'm joined with
Aaron. What up, dude?
What's going on, man? We have got a cool episode for you guys. I recently had the chance to sit down with a coffee shop owner in Kannapolis. The Hollow Cup is a new coffee shop that opened up on Main Street in Kannapolis, of all places. So that interview will be coming up very shortly. Let's start off though. Aaron, what's new with you, guy?
Well, our good friend Joe Strothman, our remote on-location coffee snob.
Is it the third, or he's either the fourth or the third unofficial coffee snob?
No, if Chad don't get an episode, I think Joe's been on as many episodes as Chad's been.
Chad, step up your game, buddy.
No, but Joe was in Guatemala a few weeks ago, and while he was in Guatemala, he did an amazing coffee tour.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. We were able to talk a little bit about that, but while he was over there, he got me some beans and sent them all the way to North Carolina. Very excited. I got a package, and on the package it said, "Attention, HCIC, Head Coffee Snob in Charge."
There you go.
Ooh, I liked it. I was like, oh, snap.
So wait a minute. Sorry, you said he was in Guatemala?
He was in Guatemala.
So that's like the same place my sister was. That's weird. So he was actually at a coffee plantation?
Yes. Okay, and weird story about that. I have my cousin, which is in Atlanta. She went to Guatemala, and while she was there, she bought me a bag of beans. And, dude, guess what? It was the same exact beans that your sister brought from the same exact place.
That is really funny. Apparently, if you're really serious about coffee, you have to go to Guatemala. So I guess our next episode will be live on location from Guatemala.
Well, I got an invite to Thailand.
Wow.
Seriously, I got an invite to Thailand. There is a coffee shop, a coffee farm there that is looking for promotional material. No, I'm not lying. And they asked if I would be interested in coming to Thailand. Yeah,
that's just like a quick, 10-hour flight. Yeah. It probably only costs about $1,000. So hey.
Ad funds. That's what we're going to spend some of our ad on that. So I know that's a lot.
Hang on a second. Let me tally up all our ad revenue so far. Hang on. Oh, yeah. That's right. It's still 0.0.
We're in the negative right now. We're still in the negative.
Wow.
But that's what's happened with me and coffee. What about you, Tyler?
Well, I got a funny thing. My long lost aunt brought me some coffee from Guatemala. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, currently nothing really new in coffee for me.
Well, after that setup, what you bring to the table that can top Guatemala and Thailand?
You can't one up a one upper. I've just been buying actually good old Aldi's single origin.
Seriously?
And grinding that in the morning for my wife for pour over. So,
but how many bags of Huck do you have on your countertop right now?
So I think I mentioned this earlier. Phantom Lim, which is my favorite blend ever from them, was actually available again on Trade Coffee. So I ordered 2 bags. So I've been working on that. So that's been my espresso bean. And, again, just for economical sake, we go through a good bit of coffee for pour overs. So primarily my wife and I use the Aldi's single origin bags. So
that sounds good, dude.
Huck, and then Thailand and Guatemala. That's just very interesting.
That's a lot. So, well, let's get into this episode where you are interviewing. What's the shop again?
So the shop is called the Hollow Cup. And as you'll see, when I interview the very nice shop owner, they also have like retail in there. It started off about a year ago. It's called Nostalgia Hollow, and they sell stuff from local vendors, clothing and all kind of different stuff. They even sell like elderberry syrup, which a lot of people use for cold and flu season and all that stuff. But anyway, as you'll see in the interview, they have started up a coffee shop inside Nostalgia Hollow. And I had a chance to stop by, and the owner and head barista is super friendly and cool. So she sat down with me and we talked a little bit about the behind the scenes of opening a coffee shop. So
sounds cool.
We'll get that interview rolling right now, guys. Catch you in a few. All righty. Tyler here, one of the Coffee Snobs, here with a very special guest. Who do we have here today?
My name is Ashley Hines. I'm the owner of the Hollow Cup, which is inside of Nostalgia Hollow.
Cool. So, all right, give us a little background. What is Nostalgia Hollow? Where are you located?
So we're located close to downtown Kannapolis on Main Street. Nostalgia Hollow itself is a marketplace. It's gifts, and we are comprised of about 17 local vendors who have their own businesses but needed somewhere to sell. And so we have from apparel to jewelry to craft, food.
And now you have coffee, right?
And now we have coffee.
So how long has the Hollow Cup? It's pretty new, right?
The Hollow Cup is only a month old.
A month old?
A month old, yeah. The gift shop's been here a year, but the Hollow Cup is new.
What prompted you to start a coffee shop in downtown Kannapolis, of all places?
Well, I'm from Kannapolis.
Okay.
But I love coffee, and I always wanted coffee to be a part of the shop.
Uh-huh.
Kind of like you go to Target and you stop at Starbucks and you go on to shop. I wanted that kind of feel. And I also wanted the locals to have somewhere to congregate because Kannapolis has been run down for a while now.
Yeah, but you know, with the new ballpark, things are looking up.
They are. I'm excited about that.
Well, cool. Well, I want to, ask you more about starting the Hollow Cup in a minute, but let's just start off with, what's your coffee background? When were you, are you a coffee drinker? When were you, tell me a little bit about that.
So I started drinking coffee at like age 6. When
6 years old.
Grandma served me up or just some drip coffee. I really thought I was doing something. It was evaporated milk and sugar and coffee.
So it wasn't black drip. It was good and sweet.
It was good and sweet, and I loved it. And then I went on to college and started patronizing local coffee shops and fell in love. And I never worked as a barista or anything like that. Just enjoy coffee at home and office culture of gathering around the coffee pot before you start your day.
Okay.
So that's a background.
So what's your favorite coffee drink?
Now, my favorite coffee drink is definitely a cortado. The people that trained us, Magnolia Coffee, turned me on to that. If I'm feeling something sweet, I'm obsessed with white chocolate a little bit right now. So I drink white maples every morning when I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, one of the snobs who's not here today, Aaron, if you see a weird looking white guy come in here and order a cortado, there's a good chance his name's Aaron Beaver. So
yeah,
I have to send him your way.
Well, he can definitely order.
So, so what kind of coffee setup do you have at home? Do you just drip pot, pour over, just drip?
But honestly, now that I'm here every single day, I just drink it when I get here, so I don't have to do it at home anymore.
It doesn't make a lot of sense to have a fancy setup at home if you got, legit setup like you guys have here.
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
Sorry. Okay, so coffee at an early age.
Very.
So I'm guessing like your parents probably had coffee all the time. That's what I was exposed to at my grandparents, and parents drank it after a meal and stuff like that. And you started drinking more heavily in college.
Oh yeah.
So let's get into the fun stuff about this. The Hollow Cup, you said, has only been around for a month.
1 month.
But it's probably been in your heart for a little bit longer.
A while longer. I mean, we've had these buildings since 2016.
Oh,
so
wow.
However long that is.
So we're on Main Street in Kannapolis, North Carolina. And make sure I'm saying this correctly. Nostalgia Hollow, you own several buildings.
5 total.
5, wow.
Yeah.
And so you're currently in Nostalgia Hollow. You've got the Hollow Cup. Cool. So let me ask you, all right, so you decided, hey, I want to do a coffee.
Oh, yeah.
What was the first step you took in thinking about opening up a coffee shop?
Well, honestly, I tried to get another coffee shop to do it. We had just opened this, and I knew that we had 4 other buildings to upfit and get open. And so I tried to find other coffee shops to come in here and open for us. And it just didn't work out. And so we were kind of at a fork where we could either let the dream go or do it ourselves.
Okay.
And my mom, who's not a coffee drinker, was like, we can do it. And I was like, are you crazy? Like, I don't know. I was pregnant at the time. It just didn't seem like it made sense. And then I started doing a little bit of market research, visiting other coffee shops in Charlotte. Went to Coco and the Director, which is one of my favorite coffee shops. I just like their seating. And
Where's that?
it's attached to the Marriott in downtown Charlotte, like smack dab in the middle.
Oh, okay.
And it's a fun experience. They have stadium seating, like almost like a movie theater without the chairs.
Oh,
As
that's
strange
cool.
as that sounds.
I mean, we go to a lot of Charlotte coffee shops a good bit. And what are some other ones you visited in Charlotte?
Love Trade and Lore.
Okay.
It's great. Not Just Coffee is one of my faves. Queen City Grounds
Yep.
and Central Coffee.
Central? Wow.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you did quite a bit of research.
Yeah, it's probably more than that I went to, honestly.
That's
and
cool.
so I maybe did it a little bit backwards. I started out with what pastries I wanted.
Okay.
And we got in touch with Sugarman out of Charlotte, and he mixed the cronut. And so I kind of started.
Hold on. Okay.
Yeah.
So tell me about these cronuts.
Oh my
'cause,
gosh, they're so good.
What are they? And
Yeah, it's a cronut is a cross between a donut and a croissant. And
Okay.
some have fillings, some don't, but they're all heavenly. And so
you said so you get those from a local baker in Charlotte.
Mhm.
And you said that was one of the first things
it
you.
was. Yeah.
I mean, hey, so like that's what's interesting. We talk a lot about, what we think a good coffee shop is, and the types of beans they use, stuff like
Yeah.
that. But it's interesting looking at it from a business standpoint,
Mhm.
and you always love good pastries.
Yeah.
So you had it in your heart, your
Mhm.
mind. Hey, I'm going to start a coffee shop,
Mhm.
and you did some research,
Mhm.
figured out that you wanted a pastry,
Yeah.
which is cool, and you found somebody local who does good stuff.
Mhm.
Now, for the coffee side, what were some of the first steps you did
Yeah.
as far as you weren't a barista before? What
Was
did
not.
you do in regards to training,
Mhm.
equipment, stuff like that?
So the pastry chef actually hooked us up with the roaster.
Okay.
And so they met on Food Network, and he loved them. He swore by them.
So
and
wait a minute.
they-
It's a Food Network.
Mhm.
So that sounds. So clarify that for me
Yeah.
a little bit. So Sugar Man has been on TV.
Yes.
So he's like legit.
He's pretty legit.
Okay, I can't say I have had a cronut here, and it's pretty dang good. So,
Yeah.
so I'm sorry. So your baker in Charlotte
Mhm.
introduced you to a roaster,
He
and
did.
what kind of beans are you guys using here at the Hollow Cup?
Oh my gosh, we don't have like the full spread that Magnolia offers.
The Magnolia
Magnolia Coffee out of Matthews.
Matthews.
Mhm.
I'm not super familiar with them. How long have they been around?
They've been around for a while. I think he did some work previously with Dilworth.
Dilworth Coffee.
Yeah,
Okay,
and then
yep.
he moved on and did his own thing. So I think he's been a couple decades. He's been doing coffee.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So here at the Hollow Cup, you've got Magnolia Coffee.
Mhm.
So you approached them. What were some of the next
Yeah.
steps?
So Jay came down and talked to us, helped us figure out what the coffee bar needed to look like, what was going to
Okay.
be functional. And then right after I had my baby, we went to what I like to call barista school, went
Okay.
to training basically.
Yeah, that's
They
important.
taught us everything
So that was here or at where was this?
in Matthews at their facility.
Okay, so they have like a training place
Yeah,
down there?
they have like a little training set up in the front, and then in the back they've got their roasting equipment.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was really neat.
So what kind of machine did you learn on?
As far as like an espresso machine,
Uh-huh.
we learned on a Nuvo. I think I'm saying it correctly.
Okay, so I think Simonelli.
Simonelli is the one
brand
that we
name.
have.
So that's what you guys have here.
Mm-hmm.
So just real quickly, what's your setup as far as your machine, your grinder, anything else that you guys use day to day?
So we have the 2 group head espresso machine,
Okay.
and then a grinder for our espresso.
Uh-huh.
We've got a bun, and then the grinder for the bun.
So you offer espresso drinks, drip,
Yep.
pour overs?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I want to.
Okay.
We do
Cool.
have, I personally have the Chemex pour over, but we haven't started doing them here yet.
Yeah, I mean, I love a pour over. I
Mhm.
make one most mornings for my wife.
Nice.
They're a little time intensive,
They are.
so I could see how logistically that might be a little bit of a challenge.
Yeah. If we have 2 baristas, it's pretty doable, but with one, I don't know how that would work, but
Yeah.
I hope that we can work up to it because
Yeah.
it's a delicious experience.
So you've been up and how are things going?
Things are going really good, surprisingly. I wasn't sure people would know that we're here because Kannapolis is up and coming,
Uh-huh.
but they're finding us.
That's cool.
So that's been nice. Magnolia has been a great help with getting our name out there, as well as Sugarman.
That's really cool. So let me ask you this: what's been the hardest part about opening up your coffee shop? Maybe something you weren't expecting.
I think there is just a little bit of a learning curve. Like, you know how you like your coffee.
Uh-huh.
I know how I like my coffee, but you can't make it for you. You have to make it for your customer. And just having different people come in and asking for different types of milk and learning what is necessary, what's going to be wasted. Even grand opening day, sharing the space with 2 baristas and like how to not bump into each other and who's going to do what function and who's going to check people out and how many pastries do you order. It's just been the logistics kind of part of it. Yeah.
Curve. What do you find are your busiest times? Or
Definitely. Well, I mean, like Saturdays are always super busy. Yeah, weekends are busy just because we have a gift shop within our coffee shop.
Yeah,
so,
that's a unique
yeah.
setup. Most coffee shops are just standalone, so people can come here and 2 for 1 get some.
Yeah.
What is it I bought from you before? The
elderberry.
Elderberry syrup.
Yeah.
My wife sends me here for elderberry syrup.
It's good stuff.
Good for what ails you.
Yeah.
Well, again, I guess you haven't been open terribly long. What's been your most popular stuff so far?
Lattes, for sure. Yeah. I think we live in an area where people are just looking just to have fun with coffee a little bit, nothing too involved. And so we do a lot of lattes mostly. I go through espresso far more than I go through our regular drip coffee beans.
So again, I know you don't have a ton of, about a month. Mm-hmm. How much coffee have you been using per week so far? Is it kind of hard to judge?
It is hard to judge. I think we go 20 pounds of espresso a week.
Oh, wow.
And maybe half of that in our drip coffee beans.
And and all the coffee's from Magnolia?
All of it's from Magnolia, yeah.
Cool. So are you grinding the drip coffee here fresh? Or okay, cool.
We are.
What are some of your goals for the next? What are you looking forward to with coffee next?
I am looking forward to introducing new methods of brewing coffee. Like, I would love to do pour overs here. Mm-hmm. I don't know how many people in this area are going to ask for pour overs, but I'm looking forward to introducing it. Like, I think a lot of people even look at the menu and they'll ask me, what's the difference between your
So
drinks?
let me ask you that then. Would you say most people that have come in so far, do they know a lot about coffee, or they're just hey, I just want to check you guys out?
Not too much. Every now and then I'll get somebody you can tell that they're super experienced coffee drinkers, but mostly no, they're looking for either just drip coffee and they take it black and they're happy, or they're getting something super, super sweet.
That's what we seem to kind of see. It's like the dessert style drink. And don't get me wrong, I mean, I'm not above a pumpkin spice in the fall, but yeah, that's cool. So if you have somebody who comes in and is like, I don't know what I want, what's something you do to help?
I tend to ask them, how do you take your coffee? I feel like coffee can be as specific as ordering a steak. Mm-hmm. And so if they tell me, well, I really like sweet drinks, or I really like milk-based drinks, then I tell them what flavors we have, and then we go from there. I ask them, do you like a lot of cream? Do you not like a lot of cream? Do you want it sweet? Do you not want it sweet? Okay.
Do you guys do any kind of like iced beverages?
Mm-hmm. We do just plain iced coffee. We're considering doing blended drinks for the summer.
Yeah, it's like it's like the milkshake. I mean, kind of hate on it, but I'm sure there's probably demand for it.
Actually, December 7th, you should come here.
December 7th?
Because Sugarman is actually going to be here doing like original frappuccinos, like how they're made in Greece, which is where the drink originated. So I'm super excited to taste it. He said that it's not what you were getting at Starbucks.
So frappuccinos originated in Greece?
So he says, yeah.
Well, if he's been on TV, he must be right. So
I think he knows.
Gotta trust him.
Well traveled.
So December 7th, that's coming up. That'll be a Saturday?
It'll be Saturday,
and what do you guys have going on that day?
So Sugarman is going to come and fry cronuts live and then allow you to pick your topping, and he's going to dress it right in front of you. And then he's also going to do the frappuccinos. So he's going to be here teaching a little bit.
That's cool. That sounds a lot, like a lot of fun. I'm trying to think what else. So what did you say your favorite drink was?
A cortado.
Cortado. Mm-hmm. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about coffee-wise? Hit me with it.
I guess for anyone listening that would be interested in opening a coffee shop, I think picking a good roaster is important. We did shop around for roasters first, but that very first day of training our trainer Brad started out with the anatomy of the coffee bean.
Okay,
And
that's good.
I thought I was a coffee snob until I went through that training.
There's some people who
Oh
are
my gosh.
a little pretentious or maybe all about it.
I thought
Sorry, go back to that real quick.
Yeah.
So how long did you go through training?
it was about a week.
Really?
Yeah. Just like regular work days. And it was intense.
Just like espresso drinks mainly?
Mainly. But I mean, we started out the first few days with learning about our beans and where they come from
Okay.
and how they're harvested. And then we did a cupping,
Cool.
just trying to help develop a palate because my mom was not a coffee drinker.
Mhm.
And though I thought I was a
You
coffee
thought you
snob,
were, but you're like, oh.
I learned
There's
a whole
nother
lot that
level.
week. Yeah. There
So-
was so much.
What kind of, actually, going back to the roaster real quick,
Mhm.
what kind of beans are you using in your espresso now?
So we have the Jade blend, which is from Ethiopia. I can
Okay.
actually grab a bag and show it to you in a bit. And then we also have a decaf from Brazil.
Okay.
And we use the Guatemala, which is like our dark roast. So those are the three varieties that we use.
Cool. So you got Ethiopian,
Mhm.
Guatemalan, and you said the decaf was
Brazil.
Cool.
Yeah.
What, have you found any type of roast or bean that is your favorite?
I like it
I
all.
like it all.
I really do. I mean, the espresso is my favorite.
Yeah,
It's just the best way to start the day, I feel.
absolutely.
But I'm into everything that they have, and they just delivered our retail Christmas blend. The poinsettia blend is what they call it.
Okay,
And that's been kind of neat to see and smell it too.
that's cool. A lot of
Yeah.
seasonal stuff, especially the fall and
Mhm.
the winter. Well, that is very cool.
Yeah.
Well,
excited.
Ashley, thank you very much
Thanks for
spending a few time.
having me.
Hopefully, we can maybe revisit in a couple months or
Yeah.
see how things have
Once
been
we
going.
get
and-
rolling and see how things change, it's been
Yeah.
busy.
Well, again, folks, we're here at the Hollow Cup on Main Street in good old Kannapolis, North Carolina. And Ashley and the crew would love if you came down
Oh yeah.
to have some coffee. Real quick, what are your hours?
We're open at 7 a.m.
7?
and we close at 5 p.m.
Okay.
Considering Mondays, right now we open on Tuesdays.
Tuesdays?
Yeah, Tuesdays through Saturday.
Okay. Very cool. Well,
Yeah.
Ashley, we wish you the best. Thank
Thank
you for
you.
spending some time with us. And
Appreciate it.
talk to you again soon.
Thanks.
Cool.
So Tyler, that's really cool. Being a Kannapolis resident, we have talked for a while that we were almost. There are a few coffee shops in our area, but we always love other coffee shops coming in, kind of elevating the coffee in the coffee game in our area. So it's really cool that they are bringing a definite higher standard, especially to that
For
street.
sure. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to be disparaging of anybody, but I'll say prior to this, there haven't been what I would consider maybe the best coffee shops in the immediate area. So, hey, kudos to Hollow Cup for starting out. We wish you guys a lot of success, and hopefully Aaron and maybe Chad one day will actually get by there to try some coffee.
Yeah, sounds good. Well,
Sounds
dude,
good.
thanks for doing this interview.
Yeah, so
and,
that about wraps up this episode. Again, thanks to the Hollow Cup for joining us. If you have enjoyed this show, take 30 seconds out, guys. Leave us a rating and review on iTunes or wherever you get your podcast from. That just helps us spread the word. If they want to reach out to you, Aaron, on social media, how can they get a hold of you?
Yeah, that's going to be Aaron Beaver, AARONBEAVER. And what about you, Tyler?
Ty Dancy, TYDANCY on social media as well.
And as
And-
always, LOC.DOC, lockdot.net for Chad.
Yeah, we're really hoping Chad's going to step up his game now, or he'll be replaced by Joe. But no, Chad, we love you. We miss you. Chad Lingafelt.
Yep.
Say it, spell it how it sounds, whatever. Social media. All right, guys.
Well, that wraps up this episode of the Coffee Snobs. Guys, thanks so much. We will see you later.
Peace.